Are you a pro wrestling fan? Then odds are at some point in your life, you were a backyard wrestler. In this new series, I'm going to take you through how we came from this to this. It's a long story, covering nearly 2 decades. But if you're a nostalgic person missing the backyard days of yesteryear and a simpler time of the 90s and early 2000s, this is the story for you. This is Backyard Wrestling Cinema. Welcome to Backyard Wrestling Cinema, Season 5, Episode 16. Our biggest show ever, the live show, was here. At the time, it was called Heatstroke, but as years went on, we just called it the live show. About a year ago, I recorded my thoughts on the live shows and recorded, I hope I'm not wearing the same shirt in that video, pushed record and gave all my thoughts 20 years removed from the live show. So I'm going to insert that here. Today is actually the 20-year anniversary of this show. Now, if you've been following this series, if you're one of the handful of people who have been following it, we've had 3 goals from the beginning. It was to get on TV, which we did. It was to run a live show and to get a real ring. This is the show where we ran a live show in front of a crowd. Now, a crowd being our friends and family, and it was in a backyard. But it was still a huge day for us. I'm recording this on July 13th, 2023, exactly 20 years to the day and to the minute we started this show. Now, normally I go into detail on each match, and I don't think that really matters on this show. We opened up the show with a battle royal for the hardcore title, and this pretty much featured the entire roster. It was a good way to get everybody out there. Justin Time would end up winning the battle royal and would become the new B4W hardcore champion. It was one of our biggest underdog stories on our biggest underdog show. Next up was TJ Money versus The Beast, and this was actually supposed to be The Beast and Hellspawn taking on TJ Money, but we had to practice the day before, or maybe it was a couple days before, and Hellspawn just didn't show up, and so he was not on the live show. Next up was Homeboy Joe Slice defending the United States title against Joe D of Misery. In hindsight, it might have been a good time to switch that US title off of Homeboy, but he had been having such a killer reign, we just kept it on him here, and they had a great match.
Whoa, fast count there by Justin Time, our referee.
Alright, so my microphone was taken from Denver Street over there. I have another one.
I could be wrong.
Oh, right off the ropes now. And that was...
Right off the ropes now.
What's he going for? He's going for it.
I told you! Yeah!
What? And a 2 count. 2 count. It's only a 2 count out of 3.
The next was the Bird on a Pole match between Christian Greed, the owner of the Bird, and Rico DMF.
No, it's my last. It's mine. No, the bird is mine. That bird is mine. Come on, that's mine.
Referee in this match at all. The first one just to grab the bird wins. And, pancake.
Now, the Bird was a cane that Christian Greed was using, a walking stick, and everybody kept referring to it as a cane and kept calling Christian Greed old, which was driving him insane. And it became a thing where he became so insane, he started talking to this bird cane like it was an actual person and treating it like it was his best friend. Long story short, we ended up putting a bird on a pole, which was actually the chain that hung above the ring, and these two had a ladder match, and it was fantastic. I think it went like 25 minutes, and it was brutally hot this day, and these guys just went out there and they killed it.
Hey, how you doing?
Both men now punched it.
Returning right hands from Christian Green.
Whoever gets knocked down, folks, I think whoever gets knocked down. It's a stick. We know that. And wait, no, he's got the official sleeper hold. Wait, and now he's grabbing for the bird. He's grabbing for the bird.
And Rico DMF kicks Christian Green's legs.
Yeah, the official sleeper hold. Is he gonna go for it?
On the ladder.
And he's trying to pull it off. Will he get it? He's trying. Rico DMF is the winner.
Last up, we made it like it was an impromptu match between myself and Mr. Benjamin's, where he beat me real quick.
I recall, is it a 7? I don't remember.
I thought it was 7.
I thought it was 7 too. Here we go, folks. These two. Oh, wait, he's going on. That was a Benjamizer already. That was his finisher. Wait, that brings back up. Oh, he's back up.
Oh, get another Benjamizer.
And the cover. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
that's it.
End of the match.
That's the main event match.
And then Tommy Thunder would come out, and those two would have the actual match.
And tonight I'm going to take it all away by taking that from you. You got it?
Now, this is the summer of 2003. We had all just graduated high school for the most part, and lives were changing quickly. Tommy Thunder was getting ready to go into the Navy. Mr. Benjamins was getting ready to move to Florida. So I sort of got a lot of flack from people because I was putting the spotlight and our big main event on two guys who weren't going to be there anymore. In hindsight, I don't know that that's the right call for a promoter or a booker, but as somebody who was a friend of both of those, it's absolutely the right call, and I'm so glad we did it. It was the perfect send-off for both these guys, and they went out there and they had a fantastic match, just like they did time and time before then.
Tommy Thunder! Come on, Tommy!
Mr. Benjamin's now with the right hand.
He's going for that? No!
Right for the Benjaminizer.
Was unable to get it. Now he's going for that classic drop. He
he's got
down!
the
Tommy Thunder!
Tommy Thunder just hit that galactic drop. Mr.
That
Benjamin's
could be
is
it.
down.
Oh!
DJ just super kicked Tommy Thunder.
Tommy Thunder! Tommy Thunder!
He's arguing.
Mr. Benjamin's is now mad at TJ Money.
Do it yourself then.
Demarest. What is
Tommy
wrong
Thunder
with
is now
Benjamin?
up in the ring.
He's counting himself
Count
out.
him out!
Yes. He's counting to 7. And he's going, oh! Tommy Thunder not working away on Benjamin. He just lost. He's
Got one right here.
Woo!
going for it. He's going for that lightning bolt.
On the
All right, Tommy!
Wow. Toss him back in the ring. That should be it. Cover.
He goes for
There we
that.
go. 1, 2, 3. We have a world champion.
In the end, we kind of all broke character and came out and congratulated guys like Mr. Benjamins and Tommy Thunder, and it was really our last hurrah. Like I said, we would have a taping the next day, but we knew that things were going to be different. It was just a week later where the entire ring and entranceway and everything we put together and worked for all those years would be taken down and we'd be moving on. When I think back to that live show and what we were able to do, I'm incredibly proud of the matches and the performances, and everybody just stepped it up. Now, look, none of these matches are going to hold a candle to stuff that professionals are doing or anything like that, but they were the best that we could do at that time. And to be able to be out there in front of people who were cheering and clapping and having fun. You know, this is before the times where everybody needed to take pictures on their cell phones. I don't even think you could take a picture on your cell phone in 2003. You just sat there and you watched what was happening in front of you. You watched the world right in front of you and everything that was happening. And I think we lost something there between 2003 and now. Sitting here 20 years later, thinking about a lot of those guys that I don't even talk to anymore, just because we've lost touch. They've got their lives. I've got my lives. There's so many people involved in that show that I don't even know anymore. And there's people who are involved in that show that aren't even here anymore. So if you're out there and you're doing backyard wrestling, just enjoy every minute, because time is a son of a let me tell you, because I wasn't even 20 years old when we did this show. And it's been 20 years since then. It was a somber feeling after the live show. Everything was changing. And unfortunately, everything was changing for the worse. But when I think of that time, I don't think of the bad stuff that happened after the live show. I think of that day and what it meant and having all those people there together. Many of those people are not here anymore. And for one moment in time in backyard wrestling, everything was perfect. We got so much more to talk about. There's so many years, so many things fall apart, so many goals were achieved. When we first started this, we had 3 main goals: to get a real ring, to get on TV, which we had done, and to do a show in front of a live crowd. And we had just done that. 2 out of the 3. Not a bad record, but we wanted more. And we'll get to it all next time, right here on Backyard Wrestling Cinema.
And now, oh, he crossed body right into. Oh, another shot, he fell. Oh, another shot right to the back. Then again.
Clothesline.
We're going for a Back body slide there. Oh, him sober. He's going for that. Oh.